constantly sending us a message that we need to understand this is year of the sword of the Spirit. Things are being cut open by the word of God. The things are being exposed, thoughts, intents. The real agenda is coming forth very clear and very plain. Even the devil himself is showing himself for who he is. You know, people are lying, they're two-faced. You know, all this stuff is out in the open. You see what's going on a corporate level, on a government level. The government level is messed up, and we see it. You got liars, you got this going, you got that going on. This election is not happenstance that is happening during this time that we are in. It's prophetic within itself. All the lawlessness and iniquities that's right in our faces. It's right out there in the open. Nothing is hidden. The word of God cannot be contested. And I'm going to share with you in another teaching how even when Balaam wanted to curse Israel, he built 7 altars, but it reversed on him. When Nebuchadnezzar threw Daniel and Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, or Hananiah, Mishael, and Azariah was their actual names. When he threw them in the fire, they turned it up 7 times. But what happened? So, you know, and then in Deuteronomy, the enemy come against you one ways and flee how many? 7. So I just want to encourage you, and I'm going to be teaching this so that we can understand that this is very significant. And we have the word of God as believers, and we know what the body of believers ought to do. It's not confined or restricted to one ministry gift. Is in the word of God. So I want to just share that with you, very brief, and about the prophecy of 7, the prophetic number, and what's going on, what's happening, and we can judge it by the word. It's in the word. Everybody can know what's next by getting in the word. So I appreciate you all so much again, and my wife is telling me to go on. Y'all know I get to going, then you be telling me to stop. But it's so much in here, we can just keep going and going and going. All right, so now I just want to, again, dealing with this 7. Now, you get the double 7, which is 77, and you get the triple 7, which is 7,077. Let me give you another little nugget here. Over in Genesis 4:24, the first revelation of these 7s will actually come as a result of someone violating the covenant and judgment being rendered against them. Now, Genesis 4:24, and this is Lamech talking. He says, if Cain shall be avenged 7-fold, and remember God mocked Cain. You know, black on black crime, this is where it started at. Cain killed his brother. Yeah, this is where it started at. And God mocked him with a tav. See, tav means to identify, to mark. It means cross or covenant. That's the last letter of the Hebrew alphabet. It's the picture of a cross. All right, but God mocked him. When he mocked him, he put a covenant protection on Cain that nobody can touch him. And then Lamech said here, watch here in Hebrew, Genesis 4:24, if Cain shall be avenged 7-fold, then Lamech 77-fold. Now that's what? 490. 490. All right. Now let's look over here in Matthew. Let's look at Matthew. I believe it's 18:35, and it's also in Daniel. But I just want to show you this, how these numbers are prophetic, and the word of God, the meaning of the numbers come from the word, come from Yeshua himself. Okay, Matthew